Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going outside and we're going to be maintaining the mulch pile. This basically is me stirring up the mulch pile, making sure that all of it gets stirred up. A lot of it just sits there because I don't have the time to do it. A lot of it, there's just so much in there that it's heavy. It takes kind of a while. I have not touched it for a good month or two because I found a copperhead snake in there while stirring the mulch pile at one point, and that was scary. I kind of didn't want to find another one, so I've kind of just left it alone. But it is getting to be a mess, and the chicken poop that I put on top of that mulch pile to be mixed in and stirred in with that to create the compost is just sitting there. And when the rains hit it, it just sits there and nothing is composting. I've got to get out there, get some courage, and mix up this mulch pile, but I'm going to share with you guys how I do it, my process of doing it, how I do it, and what it's used for. I will meet you out there. I'm going to get the pitchfork because that's what we use, and I will see you there. This is my mulch pile. I created this basically once I bought my land. I needed a place to put all the leaves that were on the ground. This whole section here was filled with a bunch of pine leaves. I wanted to start mulching that, composting that, putting it in a specific area, as well as putting the chicken poop in this area. When I clean out the coop, they've got some of that horse pellets in there. I do use newspaper to line the shelves with so that they can poop on those instead of the shelves. Just much easier to clean it up. But these are piles that I drop on top of this pile, and it just sits there. This is the only little pile that is done. This whole quarter of the mulch pit is actually all the done stuff. I can use that and transfer it to my other mulch pile, which is inside the garden area, and that I have not even mixed up since I created it because all of these gardens still have things growing in it, and we're just not ready to clean them up. That's what that is used for. And I put all of the completed mulch and compost over there so that I can move all of this stuff over this way to do it all again. When I do drop the chicken poop out here, I put it on this side so that it's just a process of all moving over this way. I do have a pitchfork that I use because a lot of this dirt is pine needles, which isn't really scooped up easily with a shovel. I used to use a shovel to try to mix it around and use a rake, and they just weren't working, so a pitchfork gets into the pile and you can turn it easier. This middle area right here is my grave for my chickens. There are 5 chickens under there. They're no longer under there because they're probably bones right now. There are 2 that are in bags, which was a mistake on my part not taking them out because the other 3 chickens have completely composted already. I do have 20 more chickens. I could put the chickens in there, or I could just put them in the line of trees to have wild predators take them. Like if they're hungry, they could have the chickens. But this is what we're going to be working with today. So let's get started. Okay, so because this stuff is done, I'm just going to be mixing it up, putting it in this little section right here, and then I'm going to mix that up separately because eventually I have to move this over to that pile. One thing I do want to mention is the reason why I was stabbing that was because I want to make sure that there is no snakes or animals hiding under there that can jump out and bite me, especially if they're poisonous. I would stab it with the pitchfork in order to startle or let the animals know, like let them be aware, let them know I'm working that area because I don't want to be surprised. Hopefully that movement startles them and they want to go away. That's the best thing that I can do. I want to show you what this composted mulch looks like. All of this is, or used to be, chicken poop, leaves, ashes, sand, pine needles. It was all of that stuff. And if you keep turning it, it turns into this usable dirt that you can use in the gardens in the spring and summer. So all of this is organic matter that we're going to be putting on the gardens rather than some of the stuff that you buy at the store in those bags. A lot of them have wood chips in there, which is okay if they would break down, but they don't seem to break down, so you're left with a bunch of wood chips in your garden. What we're looking to accomplish is this soft, composty, mulchy material, and not so much this bigger matter material. You don't want to put that on the gardens and have your stuff grow in it. You could put all that stuff on there as a top layer, but not the chicken poop. We want to compost this for about a year before we use it, and all of this side has been composting for quite a while, especially this part right here. So each time I move the stuff from here and this area, I move this stuff this way. I think what I'm going to do is move all of this stuff this way, continue to compost it right here, and then when I get into that middle area, push all of that this way to make that be the next area that I compost. Then we're going to clean all this up. Pretty girls! Pretty girls! Basically moved all of the stuff that was in this pile over here. I'll transfer that over to the other pile, and then I'm going to work on moving this stuff over here and then stirring the rest of it. That's a tree. So we don't want the tree in here. What's up, Darcy girl? I am sweating. Look at that. Sweat dripping off my face. Oh my god. Oh. Homesteading is kind of tough, y'all. I'm probably gonna end up putting this hay in there also. Seriously, that is so tiring. I am done. I'm gonna let you see what it looks like. I'm sweating like crazy and it's only like 65 degrees out. Here's what our mixed mulch pile looks like. And quite honestly, it doesn't look much different, but it's all mixed up now, which gets the composting and mulching process started. Whereas before it was all just sitting in piles, and when it rains, the water goes through it all, but nothing gets mixed up or mulched That's basically the same with a compost tumbler. So I put fruits and vegetables, eggshells, any kind of scraps that I have from certain things that I'm cooking, and that too becomes a mulchy consistency, but you have to tumble this machine every once in a while so that all of the already broken up stuff starts to break up some more. If it just sits there without any stimulation, it probably would not compost as well. This compost pile is to be used on my garden so that I don't have to buy the stuff anymore, but it does take a while to make. If you guys are interested in learning how I put this together, you guys can check out that video right there, and you can see how this all came to be, the materials I used to put on there. Later on in the year after I created this, I started adding fire pit ash, the leaves that fall. Now sticks and branches are okay, but I would stick to the smaller ones. That's why I took out these ones right here. To me, they were way too big, and they're gonna take way too long to compost in here. I may or may not get the leaf blower out to leaf blow this section. It's kind of just rustic out here. Just glad I have this area for this mulch pile. That was really exhausting, and it usually is. My back hurts. I was sweating like crazy. It's only, I don't know, it's in the higher mid 60s or something right now. It was a workout, and I'm just gonna keep doing that every week. Focus on that one section in the done pile. Keep flipping that more so, and then dump the rest of the stuff, any stuff that needs to be mixed in with it, on the other end. Again, if you guys are doing this, feel free to check out my other video about how I created the mulch pile. And yeah, happy mulching and happy gardening, because that's what it's for, to save on dirt and mulch at the store. You can spend hundreds on there and just do it yourself. I do wish I had a machine to help me, but I don't right now. Maybe I can invest in something later, maybe with an attachment in the front to kind of mix it. But yeah, that's far in the future. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Oh, I can't breathe. Just doing that was a workout. And like, oh, she's a pretty girl. Hold on.